Once upon a time, in the heart of a lush, green forest, there was a magical river known as Whimsical Waters. The river was full of sparkling, blue water that glistened under the sunlight, and it snaked through the forest like a shimmering ribbon. What made this river so extraordinary was not just its beauty, but the stories whispered about its enchanting powers. It was said that anyone who drank from whimsical waters would be granted one special wish, but only if their heart's intent was pure and kind. In a quaint little village nearby, nestled among the towering trees, lived a curious young rabbit named Ruby. Ruby was known in the village for having the fluffiest ears and the fastest legs, but most of all, she was known for her adventurous spirit. One sunny morning, her friend Oliver the Owl told her about a rumor he heard from the squirrels. The rumor says there's a pattern of tiny mossy footprints leading to the magical river, Oliver said, flapping his wings excitedly. No one knows who or what leaves them. Ruby's curiosity was piqued. With a flick of her cottony tail and a twinkle in her eye, she decided to embark on a quest to see these mystical prints and perhaps even discover the source of their magic. She packed a small backpack with some carrot snacks, a water bottle, and a notebook for jotting down observations, her essentials for any expedition. As Ruby hopped along the forest path, the gentle rustling of leaves and the distant chirping of crickets filled her with excitement. She wandered deeper and deeper into the forest until she finally reached a place where the ground was soft with emerald moss. Suddenly, right in front of her, were tiny footprints, a delicate trail left by the wisp of a creature that seemed as if it danced on the moss. Ruby jumped in delight. These were the footprints Oliver had mentioned. She followed the winding trail of footprints that led her closer and closer to the shimmering river. Along the way, she saw butterflies with wings like stained glass, frogs that sang different melodies at each hop, and blossoms that seemed to change color with her every blink. Finally, Ruby reached the banks of the enchanted Whimsical Waters. The river was as breathtaking as the legends described, with sunlight scattering into millions of tiny stars across the surface. With bated breath and a sincere wish held gently in her heart, Ruby leaned down to take a sip of the magic-infused waters. But just before she could, a soft, musical voice interrupted her. "What brings you here, little rabbit?" Ruby looked up, startled, to see a graceful doe with shimmering antlers standing where moments ago there was no one. The doe was elegant and serene, and her eyes sparkled with the wisdom of the forest. I wanted to see the magical footprints," stammered Ruby, her eyes wide with surprise. The doe smiled warmly. "These prints lead many to discover the magic within their own souls. But tell me, what do you wish for, child of the forest?" Ruby thought for a moment, her little paws rubbing her whiskers. Deep inside, she realized that her biggest wish wasn't something tangible, but rather something precious. "I wish for everyone in the village to have happiness and kindness in their hearts," she declared earnestly. The doe nodded approvingly. "A wish of the purest kind," she said, as her shimmering antlers glowed brighter than ever. "Your wish may take time, little one, but know that it will come true because it springs from love." Over the coming days, Ruby did indeed observe small changes in her village. Neighbors shared more smiles, helping hands were offered readily, and laughter echoed through the air more often.